How's it going, everybody? World Money Wins here. Welcome back to my channel. I saw yesterday Yankee Stacking and Silver Dragons had did their Silver Pros show, which is really cool. They had SD Bullion on and one of the guys from the Royal Mint, and they were talking about the Una and the Lion release. Because SD Bullion released it yesterday on their website. So now you can go on their website and buy all this stuff. They're you want to. I don't think that their 1 ounce bars come in the assay cards. I think there's. It looked like on the description that they come in sheets of 20. So like you might remember the Royal Celebration release where they came in these from the Royal Mint. But all the ones they sent out to the dealers all over the place, they just put them in plastic sheets. So I was chasing down the ones in the assay card, so I ordered from a couple different places. And one even advertised them in the assay cards, but they were actually just in plain old sheets. So I think there's a big chonker, a big 100 ounce one. This thing weighs about like 500 pounds. But I thought that was cool. It was a really interesting interview. And that these, apparently, because I didn't know what the mintage was on these. And I guess they're just, on the 100 ounce bars, there's 1,500. And then, of course, now my mind went blank and I can't remember how many of the 1 ounce and how many of the 10 ounce there are. But they're going to be making them, I think, just for the year, and then they'll change designs to something else next year. But they did say that if demand was high, that they will make more of them. So that's kind of cool. So I would recommend grabbing at least a couple of the 1 ounce ones. They're so cool looking. And after the mintage of these is over, the prices go up greatly. The 1 ounce Una and the Lion bars from the Great Engravers series, those are selling between $60 and $90 each for a 1 ounce bar. So they're modern collectibles, which I kind of like. I mean, they're really cool. Imagine if you went back in time and bought some Engelhart bars, the 5 ounce ones, which are super high premium. Imagine if you can go back in time and get some of those. That would be awesome, because now the 5 ounce Engelhart bars are through the roof on the premium. What else? There was I was watching a Charlie Munger interview. That dude, he is smart. There's a lot of people having issues with inflation and having trouble affording things, and he was asked how to get rich during inflation, and he was actually I think I've got it on here. Maybe you can hear it. Let me see if you can hear this. It says one of the great, or let me see if it'll play.
The great defenses to being worried about inflation is not having a lot of silly needs in your life. In other words, if you haven't created a lot of artificial demand to drown in consumer goods, why, you have a considerable defense against it.
So he was saying, as long as you don't have a bunch of stuff, if you haven't created issues for yourself by buying that new Range Rover or whatever, or buying that new car because you just have to have it, or then and consumer goods like having that Gucci handbag and stuff like that. Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett, they live pretty simple lives. They're not driving around in Rolls Royces and stuff. As long as I've got you, I got this package in from SD Bullion. I think this is my replacement bar. I'm going to cut myself. I know it. or not bar, but replacement commander series. The CEO of SD Bullion, Chase, he was trying to comment on my videos, but wasn't able to, and I think it was because he was putting an email address, because he wanted to comment on my video saying, hey, dude, we'll take care of that for you. So he was trying to solve the problem. We'll take care of that bar for you. Just contact us here. And so he put in his email address, and I think YouTube marked it as spam, which is kind of ridiculous because you could be a literal scammer on YouTube, and YouTube won't do anything about it. But when a legit business like SD Bullion tries to, contact you about something real, then they're not allowed. They're not allowed to post, which is kind of ridiculous. What else? Oh, Charlie Munger, in that interview, he was saying that the reason for inflation is the money printing, which we all know. But he did make a comparison in that same interview that he said the Roman Empire did the exact same thing, and it fell apart. And then he said Weimar Germany did the exact same thing. It fell apart. So I'm not sure why anybody would think it's different this time. But this time's different. People always say that, but I don't think it is. So this is the replacement that they sent me. Looks good. These are kind of a unique coin because they're like a bullion coin and not a proof. So I don't know. I wonder if they get. I don't know if Chase can comment in my videos anymore, or if he's been banned as spam on my videos. I'm not sure. But I like SD Bullion. They've always done a good job for me. They used to be one of the cheapest games in town, but as they expanded, their overhead went up quite a bit, and so now they're much higher priced. But they do have exclusive stuff. Man, this capsule is really tight. I guess there was an issue with the capsules. People were getting a lot of damage on the capsules, and I saw on a Silver Dragons video that he had a capsule that was damaged, had these circular rings. I've got a few of them myself like that, but and the capsule's there to protect the coin. I don't need a mint condition capsule. Man, this thing is really protecting this coin because it's tough to open. So I'm always trying to think of how to deal with the silver market. Yesterday, silver went way up, and then really quickly it dropped by 82 cents. And I don't think there was volume to the downside. So I think it was only a few trades. Wow, this thing is cemented in there. They really did a number with this capsule. Try the back of this. Yeah, so I'm not sure why the silver price went down by so much, but it's welcome. I don't mind the silver price going down at all. So that way I can get more cheap. I really want to get another one of these. I'd like to get another 100 ounce bar. The Great Engravers Una Lion bar is so expensive now. I think they're selling between $4,000 and $6,000. So you're buying a kind of a collectible. Isn't it amazing how much I struggled with this? Jeez, that thing was on there. Holy Moses. So I'm using the Samsung NX Mini. That camcorder just isn't as crisp as this. So the camcorder can be used for outside. I did put some marks around the rim here, nothing on the face of it. And on the last one that they replaced, there was a big gash through the P in Republic on this one. But this one looks in perfect shape. There are some, blemishes around the edge, but those are actually supposed to be there. They're not like major blemishes. Yeah, this thing looks great. But these aren't supposed to be perfect because these are supposed to be minted in the old world tradition or whatever. And I think that's totally fine. I think it's a cool idea. I wish the edge would have been different. Oh, yeah, and I did talk to Chase at SD Bullion when we were emailing each other. And I said those 1 ounce, or the 1/10 ounce gold coins, those should be in like an assay card. Not an assay card, but the Scottsdale Mint has their Certilock card. I just call them assay cards. I said that should be in one of those. So they're going to be, I think, putting them in capsules from now on. But I said you should put it in a Certilock card. I mean, I'd pay an extra $2, and it can't cost $2 to do those Certilock cards per item. Look at the back side of this thing. It's gorgeous. I really would like a second one of these. I wish I would have got a second one of the first Unan and Lion one, because I would sell it and then buy a whole bunch of just generic bullion. It'd be like doubling your bullion holdings. Anyway, I figured I'd let you know if you want to get some of this stuff. You can just go on to SD Bullion. They're not a sponsor or nothing. I don't have any sponsors. But that's about it. I guess I'm gonna finish up. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I've got my coin replaced. They took care of me, and they're all good. And if you want to get any of this stuff, I would at least grab a 10 ounce bar and maybe a 1 ounce bar. If you can afford 11 ounces of silver, it's gonna be a couple bucks more. Actually, let me look. SD Bullion. The 1 ounce are $4 over spot, which for these, I don't know. I think that's an incredible deal, because I think you're buying an instant collectible. And the 10 ounce bars are $2.29 over spot. Let me click on it, actually make sure it's not tiered. No, it's just one price. So it doesn't matter. If you buy one, it's as of this morning at 6:31 a.m. on Friday, the 22nd of March, $270.53. I think it's a great deal. Anything under 30 bucks, I'm buying silver as long as I can get it in my hand for under 30 bucks. So I'm not stopping. I am slowing a bit, but I'm still going. I'm going to keep going. I hope you guys are too. Protect yourself. Hey, look. Reflective. I'm easily entertained. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.